turns out the people in Ukraine are done with the Ukraine war. They don't want any more of it.
What?
Yeah, because yes. Watch.
Does Rachel Maddow know?
Yeah. Well, let's watch. This is from CNN.
There have been some absolutely major shifts. The idea that Ukraine's going to achieve complete victory, that idea has collapsed within Ukrainian society. What are we talking about here? Ukrainians on the war versus Russia. You go back to 2022, the start of the war. Fight until Ukraine wins. Look at this. The vast majority, about 3/4, 73% agreed with that position. Negotiate to end the war as soon as possible. Only 22%. Look at where we are now. It's a complete flip. It's the inverse. Now 69% want to.
69. Nice. Nice. Hey, wasn't 69 wasn't that the average age of a Ukrainian soldier?
Yeah, at this point, yes.
At this point,
69.
I think. Sounds like they're running out of citizens to abduct on street corners and force into the military.
Yeah.
But this guy's very loud in the blue suit.
Negotiate to end the war as soon as possible, compared to just 24% who want to fight until Ukraine wins. That's a 49-point drop in this position. Now, of course, negotiating to end the war as soon as possible, that's a bit more nuanced, right? Ukrainians don't want to agree to all of Russia's demand, but I think the idea of even there being some territory that would be not formally recognized as being given that Russia could in fact stay in, that does have majority support, but the idea of formal recognition of Russia's demands, absolutely not.
I don't know why the other guy just goes, hey, I'm standing right here. Why are you shouting? Why are you shouting? Here.
All right. Why do you think that opinion has changed?
And by the way, the people who want to fight until Ukraine wins, the 24%, that's just Zelensky, Lindsey Graham, and Macron's dick wife.
Why is this a two-man job to tell us these stats? That's what I'm confused.
I don't know why it takes two guys to tell us this, but it does. I think there's more to this.
To the extent that it does.
Well, I think one of the big reasons why opinions have changed is this idea that this war is going to end anytime soon. Ukrainians don't think it will. Take a look here. Ukrainians on the war ending within a year. Just 25% say that it is likely. Look at this. 68%. 68% say it is unlikely that the war will, in fact, end in a year. And you'll notice, John, this 68% looks a heck of a lot like this 69% who say that they want to negotiate to end the war as soon as possible.
So President Trump overnight ruled out Ukraine joining NATO, seemingly ever. But what do Ukrainians feel about that?
Yeah, obviously Ukrainians would like to join NATO. That has been a goal of theirs for a number of years. But the idea that that NATO admission will happen within 10 years, look at the collapse in this position. 2022, it was 64%. Now it is just half that level at 32%. So again, this is one of the goals that, Ukrainians had since the beginning of the war. They no longer believe that it's achievable. Well, the idea that Russia is going to be forced out of all of that land that they're occupying, they don't necessarily believe that that is going to happen. So again, I think this is one of the reasons why Ukrainians, they certainly don't want to accede to every Russian position, certainly not most of them, but the idea that they do want to negotiate and end to this war as soon as possible, that has now gone through the roof. Again, we're talking about 69%, which is such a big difference from where we were at the beginning of the war when it was just 22.
Wanting to negotiate doesn't mean wanting to surrender.
Correct.
It means wanting to discuss, and not believing that they'll join NATO is different than wanting to join NATO.
You got it.
But you can very much see how Ukrainian thinking has changed over the last few years.
Absolutely, John.
Harriet, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, what do you think changed? Well, they're losing terribly the whole time, is my guess. Genius.
Yeah, I don't know, over 500,000 Ukrainians have already been slaughtered, and they've lost all the territory, and they're not winning. How about that? How about
They're
that?
Jamming old men in vans now. It was kind of a tip-off. It's not going to work out.
Yeah, how about that? How about that? They're slamming 60-year-olds into vans and making them to go fight on the front lines. And
this is for morons that watch CNN to have something to say to people that know something about something.
Yeah.
When they mention, remember how I said Ukraine couldn't win and they lost the whole time and they're going to lose now? And I was right. Remember that dipshit? That's what they're going to say back to you. Well, it doesn't mean they don't want to be in NATO.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit what they want? They lost. They lost.
They lost. And if you'd like to hear my jokes about Ukraine, come see me in Rutherford, New Jersey, Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, Appleton, Rosemont, Chicago, Louisville, Fort Wayne, Hermosa Beach, Sacramento, San Francisco. And my new special, Grab 'em by the Pussy, will be out this Saturday on YouTube, Rumble, and all other places. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for our tour tickets. See you then. Hey, are prescription drug prices just too high? It doesn't make sense. The same medications cost a fraction of the price in other countries, yet here in the United States, people are skipping the meds they need because they can't afford them. And that's not right. And that's why President Trump recently signed a new executive order to lower the cost of prescription drugs. It's a big move, and it shows that change is coming. But here's the reality. These kinds of policy changes take time, but all family pharmacy is not waiting. They're taking action now, giving you a 20% discount on all medications through June 30th to support this mission and help Americans get access today. You can order everything from antibiotics, ivermectin, and hydroxychloroquine to methylene blue and your daily maintenance meds. Over 200 medications available, no insurance needed, doctor's prescriptions included. Shipped fast and direct to your door. Go to allfamilypharmacy.com/door and use promo code DOOR20 to get 20% off. This is real healthcare, lower prices, better access, and no waiting around. Again, that's allfamilypharmacy.com/door and use code DOOR20 to get 20% off. Let's take our health into our own hands and make America healthy again. Come see me on tour in Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, Appleton, Wisconsin, Rosemont, Illinois, Chicago, Louisville, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Hermosa Beach, Sacramento, San Francisco. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.